Hello, my lovelies, and we are back with more of Game of Thrones. And we have to get a full, like, body set of armor for, what do you call it? The Gold Cloaks. Because we have to pretend to be one. So that's gonna be fun.
The town's merchants should be able to help us. There's also a chance we'll come across men from the city watch patrolling the streets. It can't be that hard to find opportunities to acquire what we'd need.
Okay then. Right. So what are we supposed to do? Can't really go back down there. Where exactly are we? I can't go in there. Okay. Who's this dude? Doesn't matter, can't talk to him. Okay. I don't really know where we're supposed to find any of this stuff that we're supposed to be finding. There's a horse in the way. That's not good. What's going on here? Hmm? No fighting, no biting. Ah, that just overlooks that. That's where we came from, yeah? Yeah. I'm all turned around and topsy-turvy and don't know where I'm going.
I used to come here for drinks with my comrades when I was in the army. I believe they still do.
Hello? No, that's King's Landing, the castle part of King's Landing. I don't need to go there. Do I? Maybe I do eventually. I don't know. They're just on the other side of this door. Ew. Are you going to tell me that there's coins in the poop? There are coins in the poop. Well then. That's just lovely. Ah. Weird doors again. Alester, walk in a straight line, please. Who am I supposed to talk to?
I've even got one or two items from Mary.
This dude.
Welcome, my lord.
Good day to you. I hear you're a leather craftsman.
Aye, that I am. Are you interested in my wares? What do you need?
Let's see.
I need gloves and boots. But they have to be in the City Watch's colors. That's my only condition.
I see. I do have something in stock that might be right for you, but I'll need to make a few adjustments.
For 95 silver stags, I can make the lot for you.
I don't really want to bargain, but I guess.
Isn't that rather a lot for such a simple alteration job?
Oh, I can't stand hagglers. This is quality leather that I'm selling, not dirty old rabbit skins. And this is no ordinary task you're asking of me. We're talking about City Watch supplies.
Well, okay
Come
then.
on, calm down.
I could get into serious trouble for this, you understand?
So you want to play the haggling game? Very well. My price just went up to 120 stags for your gloves and boots. Or feel free to look elsewhere.
Really? Fine.
If only I'd kept my mouth shut. Very well, here's the money, and be quick about it.
All right, stay here. It won't be long. Here, it's done.
I done flubbed up.
Take good care of them.
There you go. The gloves and boots are good.
Nothing but the best.
That's no good. What now? Is there somebody on the other side of here? Aha!
No need to fight. There's enough here for everyone. Slow roast stewed stag meat and honey, traditional and delicious.
What's this guy got for me?
Good day, my lord. What can I do for you?
Good day
Breastplate
to you.
That
I'd like to inquire
breastplate,
about having
oh
some
my
armor
goodness.
forged.
Very well, my lord. What sort of armor will you be needing?
A City Watch breastplate and helm.
That's not usually my job, my lord. The Gold Cloaks have their own armor smith.
Yes, I know. It's just that I lost mine, and the commander is bound to punish me if I go back without them. To be honest, I'd prefer it if this job stayed between the two of us.
Certainly. I can arrange that for you. But a special order such as this will come at a much higher price. It's going to cost you a golden dragon. But for this price, your breastplate will be the envy of all. It will be gilded with a finish worthy of the greatest of men.
I'm not gonna intimidate him. Fine, whatever.
Very well. It's a deal. Here you are.
I'll get to work on your order right away. It'll be ready before you know it.
I should certainly hope so.
Here's your equipment, my lord. Good day to you.
The breastplate and the helm
Alrighty
have been
then.
taken care of.
Right, so, where to now?
Look
Oh,
at
why
this.
door shut on me?
Finer wares you won't find this side of the narrow sea.
Where's the arrow? That way. In here? Yeah.
Hello, my lord. How can I help you?
The cloak.
I'd like to buy a cloak. A gold cloak, to be precise.
Unfortunately, the City Watch have their cloaks made elsewhere.
I might have
Money.
something here that will change your mind. What would you say to 25 stacks?
I don't know. 32 stag might get you something.
Then the deal is done.
Fine, fine, fine. That's what it takes.
Thank you. Oh, wait here. It won't be long.
There goes
Take
all
care,
my
my lord.
money.
See you soon, I hope.
Good, we have the cloak.
Okay, so since we're here at the market, what we're gonna do first, go through, gotta change everything to gold cloak things. Got to take that off. Do we have a helm? Gold cloak helm. That'll do. Am I missing anything? Boots, cloak, coat of mail, gloves, helm. Okay. Yeah, wearing all those. I don't need the locket or the keys. Okay. Now I'm gonna go through and get rid of some of these weapons that I don't need real quick. Because I've got the two... Yeah, I've got the two more powerful weapons up here. So... I'm gonna sell that and then we'll be right back. Okay.
Come on, good men and ladies,
so
don't be shy.
this way, I guess? I don't really know. Oh no. I saw that. Ah, we go up here.
This is
Gotcha.
where I stop. From this point forth, you're on your own. Be
Well,
very careful
that's
once you're inside.
Desmond!
Pry as much information from the guards inside as you can. While you're infiltrating this place, I'm going to inform Lord Halton of our progress. I will be back shortly. Then I'll return here to await your arrival. Good luck, Sir Alester.
But. Alright. That's not good. He was supposed to stay with us. Granted, I guess we can't really get him in if, you know, he's, wearing bright green armor. Anything? No. Oh, there's something there. Okay. Let's talk to this chap. Justin.
It's helpless. With all the lashes this bastard is taking, he won't live to see another day.
Who?
What's the matter?
Let's do small
You were
talk.
speaking of wages just now. I want in.
We're wagering on how long that bastard lockdown there is going to last. There's quite a number of us in, so we've gathered a tidy little sum so far.
I see.
If you want in, ask Captain Karen. He's by the dungeon entrance.
Considering how the commander's treating him, there's no way
Okay.
you'll win.
Sir Harold has heard all about it. Cool.
Let's talk to this guy first.
Yes.
Alester.
But the commander seemed pretty desperate for us to burn the dark-haired boy's body as quickly as we could. It's a bit fishy if you ask me, and I have a feeling it has something to do with gold. Yes? Can we help you?
Body.
Is that body down there one of the victims of the sewer murders?
Yes. And since he's a nobleman, we're keeping him where it's cool while we wait to be told what to do with him. It shouldn't take long to find out who he was, as we already know the identity of the other victim.
It's kind of strange, actually. The other one was just a peasant's son. A dark-haired boy known as Cedric. But no one knows anything about the nobleman. Why was he hiding in the sewers with a poor merchant boy anyway?
Forget about it, Morton. At the end of the day, they're both dead.
I see. Thank you.
It's not Gawen, is it?
I need to know if it's my brother. I have to find a way to get down there.
So, Benfrey,
No.
I hear you've got caught
That body
sleeping on your
stored down
wall
there, a little strange.
Yeah. Only you could fall asleep right next to a crime scene. Yeah. Sir Harold hasn't had me relieved for at least 2 days. But it could have been much worse. Hello there, friend.
I think we should do
Sir
this one.
Harold is the one who manages the relief team, is that right?
Not just that. He's also the officer in charge of stewardship. And he doesn't mess around. The other officers can throw you into the dungeons or give you extra duties whenever they please. But Sir Harold, he's the worst.
Yeah, once he has it in mind to punish you, he'll drag you through the 7 hells.
Right next to where the murders
Wonderful.
took place. And Sir Harold has heard all about it, of course.
I don't feel like I should go there yet. I feel like there's still like some more important things I need to do. Ryman. No, I don't think that way yet. Let's talk to these guys. Okay, maybe I can't get back there. Can I do this and not get caught? Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Seemed a little weird.
I've really had it with all this. If Harold wants to find out who this corpse was, why doesn't he look into it himself?
Not so loud. If he hears us, we're headed straight for the hole, or worse.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
You were speaking of an unidentified corpse, were you not? Do you know if it's possible to see it?
The body of the nobleman? You think you'll be able to find out who it is? I've just spent over 6 hours trying, friend. There are more noble houses in King's Landing than lice in a brothel, so good luck with that.
Ew.
Anyway, the body is downstairs. If you want to see it, you'll have to ask Charon. He's the one who guards the entrance to the basement.
The corpse we're storing is wearing a tabard, but I can't figure out which house he belonged to.
It's hardly the first time that we've done it.
Let's
Come on, it's a bit of fun. The prisoner couldn't care less, you know. He's going to die anyway. We may as well try and make a bit of money from his death.
What do you want?
I heard there were wagers being taken on the prisoner.
Yes, my friend here is taking part in a little game. He and his friends are wagering on the murderer locked up down there.
All the others are dead. He's the only one left.
We're not abusing him or anything. We're just wagering on when we think he'll die. It's no skin off his nose as far as I can see. If you want to get a bet in, you'll have to ask Sir Karen.
I don't really want to get a bet in. I need to see the body. So, Sir Karen's over here, right?
Hey, you. Don't I know you?
Maybe. My friends tell me I have a pretty common face.
You can't even see his face.
Well, what you want?
I'll use the wagers as an excuse.
I want to place a wager on this prisoner too.
That's great. The more the merrier.
I want to see what I'm putting my money on first, though.
Go ahead. If he's dead, let me know immediately.
Okay. That was a little easy. Nope. Humphrey. Okay.
Haven't seen you before. What brings you round here? Did you come to see the prisoner?
The body.
I want to see the body. He may belong to a house I know.
Ah. You'll find him in the small room over there. Better do it now. He doesn't smell too bad yet.
Ew! What small room over where? Small room over here?
No! His clothing. It carries the crest of Sarwick. All that effort. And for what? Gawen! No! I can't believe it. Perhaps it's someone else. A servant. Anybody. Wait. What's this? A letter.
Oh no. It's Gawen. Oh, I didn't even read these. That's from Night's Watch, and that's the one from his father. Well, that sucks.
By the flame! And the girl's lock of hair is still attached to the letter. It really is him. Forgive me, little brother. I should have returned sooner. What on earth were you doing in that cellar, Gawen? Why did someone want you dead? His murderer. He's here somewhere. And he will give me answers.
So, how's it going? Did you find out who it was? I'd rather get rid of the body before it starts to rot.
Don't tell the truth
No.
at this point.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, I suspected as much. Even his assassin wasn't able to tell us anything.
He's locked up in here, isn't he?
Yeah, in a cell close by. But I am in charge of the keys, and I open the doors for no one.
I need to see him.
No way. There's too much money at stake for me to let anyone see him. If you kill him, I'll lose all my money. And that would really get my knickers in a twist.
You can bribe
How
him.
much money is at stake?
About 125 stags, as far as I know. Why?
Listen, there's no telling if you're going to win this wager or not. However, I happen to have 125 stags in my purse. It's yours, if you give me the keys.
You'd give me that much for a bunch of keys? What do you want with this prisoner?
None of your
Punch
business.
him in his face.
So do you want the money or not?
That's what I want.
Of course I do.
Then take it. Leave the tower, go do your rounds, and take that friend of yours who's waiting next door. You haven't seen or heard anything. Is that clear?
Very clear. Hand over the money, my friend.
Here we go. Just like King's Landing. Money gets you whatever you want. As depressing as it is. In there. Well, you know, I would like to replace the money I gave to him. That would be nice. Who is this dude?
Did you get a good eyeful, you son of a whore?
I ask the questions here. You're Oris, aren't you?
Bugger off.
Listen to me, fool. I'm not a Gold Cloak, but I can kill you right now if you so wish. On the other hand, should you answer my questions, I'll make it worth your while.
You're not from the City Watch? If you're telling the truth, I have nothing to lose. Ask your questions.
I need to know who
I
hired
asked
him.
your friends. You were paid to kill those men in the sewers, weren't you?
What do you think? That I kill for the pleasure of it? Of course I was paid.
Who? Who hired
Blood's all
you?
shiny on his
That
chest.
bastard. Janos Slint.
Of course
He was
it's
the commander
Slint.
of the City Watch himself who told me to slit the throats of the two men hiding in that damn cellar. We'd known each other for some time. He came to me in the tavern I frequent. He said he had a job for me. Said it'd pay 300 silver stags. Enough to feed us all for more than a year. I asked for part of the money up front, as I always do. He told me to meet him at his office, and everything went well. But when two of my men and I came to collect the other half of the money after I'd completed the job, he had us thrown into this hole. He tricked me.
I don't think he's lying.
How did you meet? Did you serve as a Gold Cloak?
No, not at all. But I've done this kind of favor for the commander in the past. There'd never been any problem until now, so I didn't have any reason to doubt him. As I told you, I was in his office upstairs when he made his offer. He paid me the advance without any trouble. When he left to get the money, I took a quick look around his office. There was a letter. I can't read, but I recognized the seal I saw at the bottom of that letter. It was Valar's, the Queen's lapdog.
Valar? Are you sure?
I know what I'm talking about. He and his Bloodseekers have been getting in our way since they came to King's Landing. We're needed less and less because of them. I realized too late that it was them I was working for. I should have turned down this offer.
Yep.
The Bloodseekers. Those damned thugs. If Valar really is behind all this, that letter may just help me bring him down. I have to get into this office.
Get me out of here! I told you everything you need to know. Your turn to help me. These scoundrels of the City Watch betrayed me. And now they're wagering on when I'm going to die. I'm the leader of the Reapers. If you save my life, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
If you're telling the truth, and I find the letter you spoke of, then maybe I'll come back to free you. But if you're lying, by R'hllor it will cost you.
There.
Best if I stay here and wait. I don't have a chance on my own.
Okie dokie. Wait. Oh, I have to go upstairs to do that, don't I? No, I gotta go again up the stairs, right? No, nothing. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
Pretend to be on a mission.
I've been ordered to collect some important documents for the small council of the Red Keep.
Oh? Upon whose orders?
Commander Janos Slint in person.
The commander? Why would he ask you to do that?
I was traveling by his side to the Red Keep. Once there, he said he'd forgotten some documents and that I had to quickly return them to him or there'd be trouble.
Yeah. When the commander gives an order, you better do as he says. I'd rather not have any trouble.
There we go.
Go ahead. But move your ass.
That's the plan. Ooh, more weapons. Can't even go in these doors. No. No. Yeah, I saw that.
Wait. It's the personal seal of the City Watch commander. Better take it. I will probably need it to free Oris.
Wait, walk around, you daft twit. Good grief. Here we go.
So that's the famous letter. Oris wasn't lying. I swore to help him if he was telling the truth. But am I really obliged to keep this promise? If things get out of hand, I risk my own skin. All that for the man who killed Gawen. Let's have a look.
Let's see. Huh. I guess we better get out of here. And quickly. Should I help him? That's not where the arrow says to go. I must follow the arrows. The arrow doesn't say to go back down there. Feel a little shitty about it though. Go back to Lord Halton's residence. Tell him what you've discovered.
Lord Alester, please.
There we go.
So, sir, did you find out what happened to your brother?
Yes. Valar had him executed. Mark my words. I am going to find this murderer and cut him down where he stands.
I'm afraid that's not possible, sir. He left during your investigation with at least 100 men.
Of course he did.
Ice and death. This wretched dog knows no limits. He killed my brother, and now he's trying to undermine any hope I have of gaining the Queen's favor. I must speak with Lord Halton immediately.
He awaits you at his residence.
Should we change out of the Gold Cloak stuff? Because I don't like it. Let's change clothes. So we want that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Yeah. There we go. I don't think we actually will need those anymore, but you never know. We might. Right, this way. Can I tip the bucket in the water? That would be nice. One of these buckets I went past had something in it, so I've been checking them all. Just in case. You never know. Right. Halton!
Alester, were you able to discover anything?
I know what happened. The murderers in the sewers were targeting a boy by the name of Cedric Rivers. His last name leaves no room for doubt. He's a bastard child, just like those the Queen is hunting down. But the assassins also killed whoever else was in the hideout at that time. And that's how Gawen fell victim to them.
How can something this dreadful have been allowed to happen?
Yeah, whole story.
He really is dead. His body was moved to the city watchtower. I saw it with my own eyes.
By the father. That poor boy. Sir Desmond told me of the bandits you encountered. Was it they who killed Gawen?
The Reapers did the dirty work. There's no denying that. But they were just pawns. They are now paying for their crimes.
Precisely.
What do you mean?
I coerced some of their members to tell me what happened, and that information led me to the city watchtower. That's where I found Gawen's corpse. But that's not all. The leader of the Reapers, the murderer himself, was locked up there. He confessed everything. The commander of the city watch paid him to carry out the task. Then he left him to rot in the dungeons, so that the crime would never be traced back to him. And here is the proof. Look at this letter. It was Valar himself who gave the assassination order to the commander of the city watch. He's behind everything.
Are you saying your half-brother murdered Gawen? I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing?
He's looking after his own interests.
Look at what's written here. See that you do not leave any witness. He must have known that Gawen would be with Cedric. Valar was trying to capture my brother after all. This was an ideal opportunity for him. He didn't leave him any chance of clearing his name.
You believe he acted out of revenge?
Obviously. He wants to wipe out the Sarwiks and take control of Riverspring.
Yep,
Valar
he
used this
does.
opportunity to get rid of him. One less obstacle in the way of his conquest. He is now assured that he will become head of House Sarwick, being both my sister's husband and my father's only descendant.
What are you planning to do?
Gawen was my brother. I can't just let that bastard Valar destroy my family. He will pay with his blood. I'll never let that wretch take the ancestral lands of House Sarwick. I already have this letter which proves his involvement in the sewer murders.
Yep.
I have to find out what it is that links these murders and expose
I can't stop
Valar's
yawning
treachery.
today. What is with me?
Once the people learn of his treachery, the Queen will have no choice but to sever her ties with him.
You are right. The answer probably lies with the bastards that the Queen is hunting down.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, if you think about it, isn't that what all these murders have in common? All the victims were bastards. In fact, you helped track one of them down yourself, didn't you?
That's true.
This bastard child was related to an enemy of the Queen. Both are dead, on her orders.
Indeed. But I think that the hounding of the bastards hides more than a simple plot. After all, why did she have to call on you? If these targets really were enemies of the Crown, why didn't she send the Gold Cloaks?
Indeed. She chose an inconspicuous method every time.
The Queen does not wish for this matter to be made public.
These bastards are not chosen at random. Valar himself is one, but he's not worried. So there must be some other link between them. But what? I can't put my finger on it.
They're all King Robert's
I
bastards.
might have a lead on this matter. One of my contacts at court passed a letter on to me. It's from Lord John Arryn himself, the King's Hand. He sent it to the Red Keep sometime before his death. It was meant for Grand
Excuse
Maester
me?
Pycelle, who sits on the Royal Council.
You claim he wrote a letter just 2 weeks before his death.
Yeah, really?
But what did it say?
Well, John Arryn asked the Grand Maester to consult a book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. And this came after he was seen in the company of Stannis Baratheon, visiting various dens of ill repute. It caused quite a stir. If you're unfamiliar with these two men, they have long established reputations of unfailing virtue. Normally, neither of them would ever frequent that kind of establishment. After a little investigating, I learned that the Hand had visited half a dozen bastards that day, one of whom was the Potter that you and Sir Valar killed. In light of all these pieces of information, I've some doubts that John Arryn's death was by natural causes.
You think that
No,
because
it
he was
wasn't.
walking about town and consulting some tome on lineage that someone had the hand of the king assassinated?
Yep.
Think about it.
And not just
If
someone.
John Arryn discovered something about those bastards that someone powerful didn't want him to know, I have a feeling that this book on lineages holds the key to this mystery. And I've sent word to a man capable of shedding light on all of that for us. He's a Maester of the Citadel called Rupert. He's also an expert in ancient texts, and it just so happens that he has worked on the book. I do not know him personally, but he has agreed to meet with us. He was asked to bring a copy of the tomb.
Why call on this
Well, there we
Maester
go.
Rupert?
That'll help.
Grand Maester Pycelle is the Queen's loyal servant. It would be highly inadvisable to contact him directly.
That's
However,
a really good
there
point.
is still one concern
He's
to settle.
Really
the
smart
payment.
ally.
How much is he asking for?
That's the problem. He does not seek money. If he did, this matter would already be settled.
What does he
He
want?
wants a particular settlement, but he refuses to explain himself in writing. He would rather discuss this in private.
Fine. I will meet with him. Where can I find him?
The meeting has been arranged near an illegal arena, hidden in the sewers. I sincerely hope he will give us the help we need. I've already taken the liberty of sending Sir Desmond there, as he knows these parts well. He will be able to come to your aid if something goes wrong.
Well, that's
Thank
good.
you, Lord Halton.
Alright then, so we're gonna go find Rupert in this hidden arena. I suppose. That'll be fun. Alrighty then. Shall we follow the arrow? I think let's just follow the arrow. Not down here, obviously. Who's this dude? Did we really need to talk to him? I feel like the answer is no. Excuse me, why is that lit up like that? I can see that. Ah. Sewers of King's Landing. Right. Forgot about that. Oh. What the hell? Oh joy. Do I have to go below? Oh, no. I was like, wait a minute.
Mr. Rupert, here is the man I was speaking of. Sir Alester Sarwick.
It's an honor, sir. Now that your friend is here, let us get straight to the point. I understand that one of my books has piqued your interest?
Yes.
Indeed, Master. The book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. You have brought it with you, haven't you?
Don't get ahead of yourself. You'll get the book, but only once you've paid me the price I ask.
What is your price, then?
The price is my life. You have no doubt heard of the secret fights organized in this arena. Well, I've gotten myself into a bit of a debt there.
What kind of debt?
The kind of bet I'll never be able to fully repay. I wagered with the owner of this ring a life of servitude against all his riches. And I lost. As is traditional for merchants of the free cities, Ossifer is proclaiming to everyone that I'm his slave. He left me only one way out. If I want to be free again, I have to defeat his champion in the arena. The problem is that his champion is a savage warrior who goes by the name of Eric. They say he can crush the skulls of his enemies with his bare hands.
Yikes.
You clearly stand no chance against him.
Exactly. But Ossifer never said I couldn't appoint a man to fight for me.
So now he's just playing
Unfortunately, I don't know of
games
anyone in
and
King's
tricksy.
Landing who could possibly defeat such a brute.
Now I understand why you have turned to us.
Yes, I'm sure it's quite obvious. I think you stand a much better chance in this arena than me.
Maybe. It's just that I don't typically put on a show in illegal fights.
Sir Alester, a man must sometimes take the darker path that will lead him to the light of justice. Come on. This book would allow you to see exactly what the Queen fears so much, and to bring down Valar at the same time.
Fine. I will do whatever is necessary to avenge Gawen's death.
Wonderful.
There we go.
You're a lifesaver, sir.
You know full well that I am not doing this for you, Rupert.
No matter. It all amounts to the same thing for me. Leave me a moment. I need to formalize everything with Ossifer. There he is, Ossifer. That man right there is my champion.
Oh, I really didn't think you'd manage to talk some poor bastard into this. Welcome, sir. So, you're willing to risk your life for this ass of a man? I hope you know what you're doing.
So you'll keep your word, eh? If he defeats your champion, my debt is no more.
Yes, but we both know that will never happen. Eric is undefeated. As you have chosen to die in the arena, you'll need a fighting name. How do you wish to be introduced to the crowd?
There we go.
I will be Azor Ahai, Warrior of the Light.
What a spectacular name. It should be a real crowd pleaser. Take the door on the left and prepare yourself down there. Then speak to the guard when you're ready. He'll give me the signal and open the gate for you. Better say your prayers. My champion, Eric, comes straight out of the wild lands beyond the wall.
Oh,
as for you, Rupert, remember, if your champion dies today, your family will join you in your life of servitude, as agreed.
Well then. Where are we going? Below. Oh, isn't that just lovely? Oh my goodness! If I could stop yawning today, that would be lovely.
Ask me what you'd like to learn, as we have precious little time.
I even took a nap earlier. I still can't stop yawning. And I never take a nap. So what the hell? I just know his weaknesses.
Does this giant have some sort of flaw I can take advantage of?
They say that once he bleeds, it doesn't stop. Cut him and he'll continue to weaken as the fight drags on. Do you hear that? This is it. It's time for your duel.
A flame will soon be extinguished.
Oh joy. What's he got? This is what we need. Flammable oil. Yep. Yeah. There we go. What did we have we could sell? Right. We could do those. Just since we're here, you know. Just making sure. I still feel like we could get rid of all that stuff. Fucking hell. I don't know, maybe. Let's do this. First of all, I'm saving the game. I don't have to go back through all that shit again. Let's do this.
Are you ready? Open the gate. Let's get this over with.
Oh, he's a big guy.
Prepare to be amazed! Tonight, we are lucky enough to be witnessing some unexpected entertainments. For your pleasure tonight, a stranger decided to step up into our arena. Please welcome Azor Ahai! He's going up against a warrior who has fought and killed more than 12 men. You all know who I'm talking about? Here is Errol.
Why do I feel like this is really bad idea?
That lie beyond the wall. Only one of these warriors will leave this arena victorious. Which will it be?
Me. I'm gonna do it.
You have all placed
I'll probably
your
fail
wagers.
at least a couple times.
Let the fight.
I'm gonna do this.
Commence.
I'm gonna win. There we go. Let's do this. And then poison him. Yeah. Oh, crap. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alester. What the hell? How? How did that happen? We're gonna go with the flaming blade again. Yeah. Come on. There you go. On fire with him. I don't even know if there's a way to block that. Like, I really don't. Yeah! Got it. Woo! Doesn't matter which side I go out. I guess not. Sweet. Oh wait. I need to go up this way. Duh. Here we go.
You should be proud, Sir Alester. That was a fight to remember.
That actually felt
Wonderful.
slightly too
You just
easy.
saved my life.
I wasn't cheating.
You killed one of my best men. But by the seven, was this show worth it?
Reminds me of the good old days, and the time of the great Lucifer the Unvanquished. What a fight!
I was not fighting for mere glory. The book, Rupert.
Here you go. You deserved it. You're an excellent fighter. If you ever fight in these parts again, you must send me word.
Let us return to my lord's residence, Sir Alester. We'll feel more at ease there.
You go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very well. Here, take this key. It'll let you access the basement from the courtyard. I made good use of it at times, when my lord sent me down here to recruit fighters. Be safe, and return to us soon.
What are we gonna do in the meantime?
Come back anytime, my friend. This arena will always welcome you. You will soon make a name for yourself, and a fortune. Just let me find a new champion first. It's going to take a while, so feel free to take a look around town in the meantime.
Okay, let's go talk to Lord Hall. What in hell's name are you doing, Alester? What the? Okay. What the hell? I'm so confused. And there wasn't anything in here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Whatever. Let's go through the sewers. 'Cause why not? Whatever. Anyway, I don't know what that shit was about. What if I'm not interested in the gladiator fights? That sounds like a terrible idea. Where in the hell? Oh. Seriously, that sounds like the worst idea ever. Why would I want to do that? Seriously. This is taking forever. I'll start humming the theme song here in a minute. There we go. Carlton.
Sir Alester, Desmond was just telling me of your adventures. Congratulations on your victory.
Would that I didn't have to fight, but at least we have the book.
Get the book out. We must start our research without delay.
Precisely.
I don't understand. What could John Aaron have possibly found in this book?
Indeed. I also cannot see what secret this book could hold. Wait! Go back!
What did you see?
Maybe I'm mistaken, but the bastard that I hunted down with Valar, he had dark hair and blue eyes. When I talked to the city watchguards after the sewer murders, they told me that the victim, Cedric, was also dark-haired. All births from the marriages between Baratheons and Lannisters have this in common. Raven hair prevails over golden.
Dum, dum,
of course. Now I know what John Arryn discovered. Children.
What are you talking about?
We have been researching the bastard line when we should be looking at the legitimate children. Cersei is a Lannister and Robert is a Baratheon. Their children should have dark hair and blue eyes, as is written in the book. It has always been so. And yet, they are blonde. The royal children are illegitimate. This is what John Arryn discovered.
By the Seven! But then, the bastards that the damned queen is hunting down.
They are the only true descendants of King Robert Baratheon. That's why the Queen wants them dead. Her law's light. The Queen even involved me in this treachery.
She didn't hesitate to execute the bastard children of that fool, Robert, to keep his adultery a secret. Everything she does so to serve herself. Her people might well die, and on her orders too, if she deemed it necessary.
Yeah.
And Valar being her little pet only makes matters worse.
That it does.
This news makes the race to control Riverspring even more dire. The future of my people is at stake, and the only reason Valar desires the lands are power and vengeance.
No doubt Cersei finds watching her catspaw groom himself in her image an amusing distraction. It's time we did something. If not, your lands, and perhaps the realm, may never recover from this.
Yep,
Indeed.
we gotta do something.
Changes will have to come. I cannot allow Riverspring to flounder on such grounds.
It seems that we are in agreement. Listen, Sir Alester, I think it's time I confided in you. As you know, my friend, the usurper, claimed the Iron Throne just after your departure, 15 years ago. From that moment on, he never gave a second thought to the people. The Queen took advantage of this and ended up assuming the real power through her numerous schemes. Your father and I quickly realized that no good could come of this monarchy. Nothing like this would ever have happened during the times of the Targaryen rule. Under their aegis, the kingdom was more prosperous, untroubled, and governed in a much fairer way than with Robert Baratheon and his damned Queen Lannister.
But Aerys is kind of crazy.
From what I understand, Aerys the Mad reigned over his people under the aegis of fear and madness. It was his cruelty that pushed the kingdom toward rebellion.
His reign was but a brief moment when you consider the 300 years of Targaryen sovereignty. It is true that his madness drew a dark shadow over the dynasty, but it should not be judged by one man's mistakes. If Aerys II was considered unfit to take the crown, surely the usurper and his queen deserve just as much, if not worse. That is what your father and I thought.
That's true.
And in time, we came to understand that we weren't the only ones
Is that why the
disappointed in
dad was
usurper.
killed?
Many others were of the same opinion. Lords, as well as ordinary men. Gradually,
Maybe the dad
we
was
became
poisoned,
a group
just like John
and
Arryn?
realized that by joining forces, we could perhaps bring about change. Our cause continued to spread. Our plans had time to evolve, and today, this group has become a true brotherhood, both powerful and ubiquitous. Sir Alester, I wish for you to join the brotherhood. We share the same
Brotherhood
goals.
without banners?
Together, we will avenge the death of your brother. Together, we may be able to save Riverspring by bringing back the Targaryen.
Sure. Let's do it.
Your cause is just. I accept. I'll join your ranks.
I'm glad to have your understanding. When those in power are corrupt, rebellion is no longer a right. It is a duty. Your father and I have been striving towards this for a long time. It's been an age that we've sought a breach, to bring this power to its knees.
What is your plan?
We'll start with what we've discovered today, and use it to destroy Valar, as well as the Queen's influence.
Yeah,
Once the
that's
King
more
learns
like
of
it.
their conspiring, he will have them executed. This will be the first step in our overthrowing him. His actions will spark a revolt. If the revolt catches on, we'll take this opportunity to rally the people and the various lords of the Seven Kingdoms. While they kill each other, we'll be building strength.
Very well. So let us send ravens throughout the kingdom to spread the news.
Let us not be too hasty, my friend. The Queen has powerful allies. This attack needs to be decisive. If we show our hand too soon, the game will be lost forever. Besides, our goal is not to create anarchy. I still need time to arrange the succession to the throne. In the meantime, let us gather all the evidence we can find to ensure the widest support possible. What we have now is gilt-edged information, but it lacks the substance it needs to really drive the point home at the moment of revelation.
Where else do you think we can find further evidence?
Your father and I always believed that the best way to manipulate the situation was to sow discord among the royal couple. Today's discovery is the result of all our hard work. Your father compiled a list detailing all of Valar's abuses of power on behalf of the Queen. He believed that driving a wedge between her and the king was ripe for exploiting.
Father always understood the true nature of Valar.
Reinhald sent me a letter revealing some important findings. He wished to speak to me in person, but he died before he got the chance.
Really good stuff
I
going
think he
on
wanted
here.
me to know about his findings, and that they are still somewhere in Riverspring. You'll recognize the documents I speak of by the
So we have to
TigerLily
go back to
dragon
Riverspring?
inscribed along the bottom of each page. They will no doubt be encrypted. The Brotherhood uses its own language in case our documents fall into the wrong hands.
That's good to know.
I must leave the task of finding it up to you. Valar is after a woman who is of great importance to the Brotherhood. I've made the necessary arrangements regarding this matter, and I need to return to Castlewood in order to manage this operation. My stay at King's Landing lasted longer than expected.
Let's see. I don't know how.
I know this woman.
he
Her
knows
name is
Valar.
Jane Greystone. I was supposed to help Valar look for her and bring her back to the Queen. Dead.
I see. Know then, that for our Brotherhood, this young girl is perhaps the only solution to the woes of this kingdom. We will
about
speak of this
Gendry?
again, once you find your father's documents.
What about Valar?
Don't concern yourself with him. One of my spies has infiltrated his gang. I am told his every move.
Very well.
Really?
We'll meet again at Castlewood once I get hold of my father's findings. Good luck, my lord.
Ooh,
I wish you luck too,
that's
my friend.
interesting.
And don't forget, those documents are of the utmost importance.
Well then. That's really interesting. Huh. So, someone is spying on Valar for Harleton. I wonder if we've met said character at the wall with... Shit. I keep doing that, and that's not really where I'm meaning to go. That's better. Yeah.
Take a look.
Oh, I didn't mean to go that way. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? Maybe I am supposed to go this way. No. Now I'm really confused.
Goods in all of Westeros here. Come take a look.
This is the wrong way.
Hello, Lord Alester.
Hello, my lady. I don't think I've had the honor of meeting you.
Who the heck is this?
I'm Lady Marianne, Lord Halton's niece.
I didn't know Lord Halton had a niece. I've never had the pleasure of seeing you at his home.
I did see you once, from my
Just
window.
going to completely
I would have
resign
come to
myself
greet
be
you,
yawning today,
but I
sorry.
was improperly attired.
Well, I'm honored to finally make your acquaintance, Lady Marianne. What brings you to King's Landing?
I accompany Lord Halton on most of his trips. We are the last two members of the family, you see.
Oh, and how is that?
Ah, well, My uncle's parents have been dead for many a year now. And as for my father, his only brother, he died at the end of Robert's rebellion.
I see. What were the circumstances of his death, if I may ask?
My father supported the Targaryens. He was with them until the very end, when he was tortured and executed by his own lord, for treason.
I feel your pain, my lady. War is a terrible thing.
As I was my father's only heir, and as Harleton had no heirs of his own, he took me under his wing. Enough about my troubled past. I'd love to have a more pleasant conversation sometime. But I must hurry back, or my uncle will start to worry.
Please send him my regards. Until next time, my lady.
Well, okay. King's Landing, Riverspring. We haven't really traveled very many places as Alester yet. It's all just been Riverspring and King's Landing. Which, I mean, I guess it's whatever.
I've had enough of them gloating in the streets like that. It's like they've forgotten what respect means after all that rioting.
No surprise, though, really. I mean, when a dog bares its teeth, you give it a good kick so it knows not to do it again. If you allow the behavior, then it thinks it's...
Aye. I don't know what that new lord thinks he's doing, but unless he changes his ways...
Death of Riverspring, mark my...
Good grief.
My Lord Sarwick.
What's he doing here?
Greetings, Victor. What can I do for you?
My lord, I cannot thank you enough for saving my life during the rioting.
Don't thank me. Thank R'hllor. I am only an instrument of his divine plan.
Well, your god seems to have helped the entire town. Did you know that people are returning to town and that trade is slowly resuming?
Well, that's good.
Is that right?
Only yesterday I ferried in a group of woodsmen and some weavers who'd left for Castlewood several moons ago.
Castlewood, you say? Can you take me there?
From here? It's downstream, couldn't be easier. Just drop the boat in the water and it floats down there by itself.
If that's the case, I will probably need your help soon.
Of course. I owe you at least that. You can find me in the port when you're ready to leave.
Right, so...
It's pointless getting angry.
Alrighty then.
This Alester could be such a... Look how dashing we are in this attire. We'll serve
Do we really
Riverspring's
need to talk
watch
to
as
him?
best we
I
can.
don't think so. I don't really want to. Let's get some things done. Yeah? Let's do some things. What in hell's name is going on? Are they just training? Oh, they're just training. I'm like, wait a minute, why are the soldiers fighting with each other? That's not okay. Just training. They're alright. Good grief. Eliana! I need your help.
Alester, it is a joy to see you again. Do you have news of Gawen?
Yeah, we can't.
It is sad news, I'm afraid. Gawen is dead.
Mother have mercy. Poor Gawen. Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I saw his body. He was murdered in King's Landing.
But how is this possible?
Thieves slit his throat.
No! Little brother. No! How could they? We must avenge his death. Did you catch the rats that did this?
Never fear. They've received the punishment they deserve. But they were only following orders.
What do you mean?
We're gonna have to tell her. We can't really beat around the bush
The man who truly
with this.
wanted Gawen dead is none other than Valar.
No. Tell me it's not true. That man is a monster.
Thought you already
what
knew
am I
that.
to do? I cannot marry that murderer. I could not endure it.
I know, little sister. Your marriage must be stopped at all costs.
But the Queen, She would never change her decision. She will force me to marry him.
All is not lost. I haven't played all my cards yet.
Please, Alester, help me.
You know our words, Ilyana. Family is hope. Protect it, always. But in order for me to succeed, I need your help. Father hid some documents here that could help me in the fight against Valar. Do you know where he might have hidden the documents?
I am sorry, Alester, but Father was very secretive. He never confided anything to me. You need to speak with Maester
Yeah, that's
Harwin.
what I was just thinking.
If
Maybe
anyone were
Maester
to
Harwin.
know, it would be he. I have no need for this. I have enough troubles as it is.
Okay. How rude. Alright, let's go see Maester Harwin first, and then we'll go outside to talk to Ilyana. Maester Harwin. Aha. There you are.
I can't sit on my father's throne yet. Our land is still in mourning.
Well then, why did it give me an option to click it?
How was your journey to King's Landing?
The situation there is worse than I imagined. It will prove difficult to stop Valar from claiming the title to Riverspring. And Gawen is dead.
Gods be good. This is upsetting news, Alester. What happened?
Sorry, Maester.
The Gold Cloaks found him dead amidst the victims of some bloody business.
Poor Gawen.
And the worst is, Valar is responsible for all these killings.
Valar? Can you prove it?
Yes, I retrieved the written order to kill them, signed in his own hand.
Yep.
But I must obtain more proof before I can openly accuse Valar. Otherwise I risk facing the Queen's wrath.
Yep.
Valar cannot get away with such a crime.
One thing at a time, Harwin. I haven't finished with him yet. I have a new ally, Lord Arwood Halton of Castlewood. It was he who helped me trace Gawen.
Lord Halton? I see. He was a great friend of your father's. Did you meet him in King's Landing?
That we
Yes, Gawen was trying to reach him before he disappeared. Lord Halton approached me after a meeting with the Queen and told me what he knew. While looking for my brother, I learned things that could change our land's fate, and perhaps more. Father was already onto it. He wrote all this down and hid the documents somewhere in Riverspring. I must find them.
Hidden documents? If I'm not mistaken, you're not the only one who has sought them.
How so?
Some weeks ago.
Really?
Actually, it was the day your father died. Some of Lord Raynald's bannermen and friends were in Riverspring.
Lord Garth, no need to take offense over such trifling matters. Squabbles between houses are commonplace. Believe me, with patience, things will work out by themselves. By the grace of the gods, learn to relish a king's meal when you can. I have enough problems with my son Gawen. I don't know if I should find anger or joy in his absence at the table.
My lord, come quickly.
What is it now?
Someone has forced his way into your office.
What? Entry is strictly forbidden. I hope that you have put the wretch behind bars.
Well, the man in your office is none other than your son Gawen, my lord.
That's what I thought.
Gawen? That wretch. I've had enough. That ingrate never ceases to dishonor, disappoint, and disobey me. He's gone too far. I won't tolerate any more of it. Never again.
Come now, my lord. He is your son.
Gawen means nothing to me,
listen to
Harwin.
him.
I only had one son, and he's lost.
Reynold!
And look at all the trouble he has given me. I should have taken care of this a long time ago. I call on all
Jeez,
present
what happened to
be my
family?
witnesses. On this day, I, Lord Reynald Sarwick, do disinherit my son, Gawen, and deprive him of all rights and
You're
privileges
kidding.
formerly bequeathed to him. Now I must chase him from my chambers.
Ouch!
This latest outrage will be his last. I must take my
You-
leave now. Come
What?
with me, Harwin.
Oh, excuse me.
Reynald, my friend. I know we have our differences, but today I share your pain. I am saddened to hear what Gawen has done. But despite my affection for him, I must admit that you are right. If he were to become lord of your house, he would cause its downfall.
Not only mine, Arwood. The same fate would befall all of the lands that depend on Riverspring. When the rot sets in, it remains only to cut it out. It's as simple as that.
Are you certain you made the right decision, my lord?
I made the only decision that my good-for-naught son made possible.
You come in.
By the gods, I swear even his sister would be the better one to succeed me.
But we're talking about your last heir.
He's not even
Riverspring should have been Alester's by right, no one else's. Let's get this over with.
Here we go.
Father!
Gawen, this door was locked. But that didn't stop you from going through my things, did it?
Father, I know about the Brotherhood. I only want to help you.
7 hells, who asked you to interfere? What's at stake here is too important for you to become involved. This is enough.
What the hell?
I stopped believing that you could replace Alester a long time ago. This ends now. I'm disinheriting you.
No! I don't know who's been putting these ideas into your head. I beg of you, Father!
Silence! If anyone has put anything in my head, it would be you. You and your inability to listen. You and your disrespect. You have brought enough trouble on this house. If you have an ounce of respect left for the Sarwick name, you will not make another scene.
Father! Listen to me!
Enough!
Yeah, seriously, dude, listen
Leave
to
me
him.
now. I would not see you again.
What the
Your father
fuck?
chased your brother from the room without any further ado, and wouldn't hear so much as an explanation from him.
God!
And then, you were saying it happened the day my father died.
Your father went to sleep right after the incident. The poison was already in his veins by then. He never saw the sunrise.
I see.
Damn.
Has anyone been in this room since?
No. I locked the door after the incident so that no one could enter it. You might also be faced with many locked doors during your investigation. Take my keys. They should all be there.
Do you think Gawen was looking for the same documents that I am?
I only know that when you spoke of these hidden documents, I immediately remembered the incident. If your father was concealing any documents, they would be in this room.
I've never seen his office in such a state. Even the shield he was so proud of no longer hangs on the wall.
Your sister was forced to sell the shield after the rioting. We needed the coin after giving the castle's supplies to the villagers, as you had ordered.
Thank you, Harwin. You may take your leave now. I can handle this alone.
Very well, my lord.
There's something rippling on the wall over there. I'm gonna use the fires.
There's nothing here.
Excuse me.
Incredible. A secret door.
Yep, we're not going through it yet.
No trace of Father's documents. They must be here somewhere.
Alester, we're gonna have some words.
No trace of Father's documents. They must be here somewhere. There's nothing here.
That's what I thought was gonna be there. Oh, another secret door. Okay. The father's key. Is that important? Oh, what's this say? Is this a prayer? The stranger's key. I have to find the stranger's key? Why do I have a feeling it's not in this room? So I have to find all the keys from the different ones. Well, that's just lovely. Alright. You know what? I think we're going to pick this up in the next episode because this sounds like it's going to be a really involved process. So, if you guys like the video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of Game of Thrones. That being said, this is TigerLily. Until next time, my lovelies. Bye!